Welcome to CathyDSlaught's SRC4u Zoom call for December 13th, 2021. We're here on Cathy's website, CathyDSlaght.com. I'm going to scroll down and look for the Zoom graphic. If you'd like to be part of Cathy's SRC4u Daily Energy Clearing Group, all the information right there you need to know, and register. Going over back to the Zoom graphic, we're going to click. That's going to take us over to the Zoom platform where I will open the app, and it may be loud, so monitor your speakers accordingly.
Glad to get started. We're going to talk this week more about water, and I'm sure you all have done your studies on water, but I had never realized it's actually a computer, and that science now, with all the technology we have, they are actually learning much more than they ever dreamed about water. But another interesting thing, and there's a new post up, and it has a whole bunch of new codes. And one thing I didn't have the heart to say in the post, which I'll say on this call, we've been given information, all our life from trusted sources. Did you know that Einstein plagiarized his work?
How'd you find out that one?
I was doing reading, and the material, I'm not saying he plagiarized all of his work, but the relativity stuff, that had been published years before.
Yes, I've heard something along those lines too,
Yep.
Cathy.
Yep, and so there's just so much that I think this might be, and this is going to maybe be a little prelude to what we're going to talk about today. There's so much that now we have the ability to learn if we just have the time. I happen to have the time. I'm in front of this thing all day. I'm reading, and that's what I can do at age 73. Not everybody else can do it. But the point being, our intuition is getting very sharp. Our consciousness is increasing, and they do say, science says, that every time you learn something new, your neurons get a little closer together and your consciousness rises. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I know that the ability to have this collective knowledge is there. So with that in mind, in learning, I'm going to try a little experiment this week, see what you think. You might want to try it too. I'm going to start with I loaded up the sustenance. I did our scan, and I loaded it up. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Maybe I just need to see if I can just copy it. Put it here. Yeah, well, no, never mind. Did it do it? No, this is just a couple of things. So I don't know if I can actually tell you everything I loaded in, because we may not be able to see it. But I did the scan. In the future, I'll just copy it from the spreadsheet, but I think I've already cleared that. And what we're going to do is save this as a cocktail. I'm just going to say Monday group. Let's enhance. Now the sustenance balancer, there is a category in here for water, but we're going to do all the categories. And I'm going to see what happens if we do this every day. We're starting with 4 minutes. And I'd also like to go in here to our SRC, and I did the Pro Tools. We're wanting the acupuncture panel and the pathogen panel, but let's just see. As what I've noticed, I had thought we could put this in the charger, but so far that has not given signals. So let's just see. Let's just see if there's an advantage to just putting it in the charger. Because I'm thinking we want to charge our water also with this. And we're going to be focused on what else we can do with our water. That's not bad. That's not bad, but let's look at a couple of others. The supercharger, isn't it? Acupuncture is not it. Recharger. Let's see what we could do with that. I'm not going to save that. Wait for a minute to load. Okay, there we go. 7 minutes. And let's just try that this week and see what we notice. Here I did add water to our work as well. And then this is, I'll make this larger. I went ahead and started listing some of the cocktails we have. Go down to 11 in the P4 and added them to our daily scans for a while, because you're going to see some interesting things as we go through this. And our very top thing is armor, and then the image, negative to positive. We want to clear all organs, blessing instead of a cursing, personal options, balance all organs. The deeper scan, we want to add crystals and business, and then new master armor. So let's go in here. Just gonna and and this, I noticed we have been asking just for this very basic armor, although we are down at the end asking for the new as well. Image, negative to positive. Clear all organs, so that would be a recharger. Just a few minutes. Receive a blessing instead of a cursing. Look at that, 100%. And then the personal options, I'm not sure I have that one up. a little closer here. Let's see these. Actually, heart support is the lowest one. I'm going to add that. Well, no, I take it back. Detoxification. Let's go in here. This is a theme that's been coming up a lot lately. Balance all organs. Now that's at 10 hours, so I'll let that go. The deeper scan, I added Crystal's business. Let's add the new master armor and restore to divine blueprint, and then let me show you. I'm going to show you what happened when we did the deeper scan, which we've requested today. And you see, we wanted to work on negative entities. Now, this is this negative entities list is a list put together by Dave Talon, and I believe the name of the book is Dowsing Beyond Duality. But that's where I got this list. So that's what's interesting. We don't want to focus on this. We have to be aware. And I want you to see this. Let me see. We go down to number 7.
That's a great book, too.
Yes, it is. But look at what we're coming up with. And I have talked with a few other practitioners to see what, if they notice this type of thing in their scans, and they're saying, yes, they do. So all we're going to do is have an awareness. Let's go into the prayer warrior. Let's just see, for example, here. This is nothing. It's just a matter of being aware. Can I do it? I didn't want to go in. Come back to that one. Spiritual attack. Interesting one. Self-destruction, judgment, punishment, hate, sabotage, which I see I've misspelled. Fix that later. Ruin a relationship curse.
So what do you think that means?
You know what? All of this is so strange. I consider any curse something that comes down the genetic line. I think we call it a curse. We talked about generational curses, where you see families with a long run of certain illnesses or a long run of poverty or all kinds of calamities. You see it run in family lines. I think maybe that's a similar thing. I don't know. Got old issues. I think I'll try this one more time here. This is all very subtle energy, but it's good to be aware of it. which it pretty much takes a quantum software to be able to do that, and then to just do your clearing. But it does almost look like at this time, look at, for example, the tornadoes this weekend, etc. Who knows what to think? We're going to start with just 2 minutes. You see, this is very subtle. Let's look in here and let's look at stress-related old issues.
If I may suggest,
Yes, yes.
the curse you're seeing might be as well from the environment we are living in at this time, you know, where people are divided in their opinions.
That's what I think, yes. Go ahead.
No, that's about it.
I think that we can see that it's time for us to come together.
That is correct. And
Yes.
I want to make a couple of announcements when
Oh,
you have
good.
time.
No, go right ahead. They can follow along with what I'm doing. Go ahead. I did want you to see, as a group, we had a 96% negativity from stress related to old issues. But go ahead. Yeah. Share with us. We'd like to hear.
Okay, I will be putting in the updater. First of all, there is a new updater out. I already put it in the updates. It is, and Kevin will confirm this, way faster than the old updater. And the next 2 updates, or 3 actually, which I will release, are a minor fix on the B2, where the load cocktail didn't come back up when you hit the cancel button. That's fixed. And then the new scheduler and the new Premium S, which runs with the scheduler. And so they come out on Wednesday. I will put them up for download on Tuesday evening.
Wonderful.
And the second, what I wanted to announce is that we will have a Zoom meeting where we want to create a cocktail to awaken the world.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And everybody of this group, and as many as you can reach, are invited to help creating this cocktail, which we then want to run at a specific time. Wherever they are located, it will have a start point in here on the East Coast, and they have to adjust their time zone to run it at the same time, so that we are generating a field as wide as possible to awaken the people to the actual facts happening today, and to what situation they are in.
Now, Ralph, how long do we have to get you some codes or whatever you're asking for? I don't know what all you have in mind.
Okay, we want to create it together, and that's what the meeting is all about.
And when is the meeting?
On this coming Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay.
And
where do we go for the meeting? Via Zoom call?
Yeah, via Zoom call, the regular login for the Q&A
Okay.
Sessions, which I have on the Telegram, yes. So the I will post it on Telegram again today.
On the chat.
On the chat, and so that everybody can join. Ron is already a part of it, So everybody else is invited. So on the Sunday meeting, we just want to gather the information and suggestions, and then put it together in a cocktail format and distribute it with the time when we want to run it all together.
It sounds good. Sounds wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for giving me the time to make this announcement. You all have my email address. If there are questions, please send me emails.
You got it. Thank you. Thank you. So here we are now. We want the Wonder Click. We've added the things we talked about. And you can see some of this stress, at this moment in time, it seems to be hitting us physically. Look at all this negative energy. It just blows my mind, actually. Look at that. So, they've spoken. Some of you, please give me some input. Look at our soul systems, which is our power to choose. They've often spoke of a war against the dark and the light. It's pretty wild, at least what I'm seeing in these daily scans. And with that in mind, let me show you a YouTube I found over the weekend. And I put it in our daily scan, and the first time I put it in, we had a 90% benefit. We did not ask for it today, but if you play this is sound therapy. Even if you play it at night, it seems to be very effective. Let go of fear, overthinking, and worry. Clear all negative energy. Let go of all negative energy. And so I'll send that out today. But it's pretty wild what we're seeing here. Now we see the stress relate. We got the pathogen panel going. Look at that. Let's just see what kind of stress we're looking at. Because this is, a pretty peaceful group. We're not talking about the Zoom call, but a group of people who have requested to get this daily energy. So let's see, stress related. Here we are with that.
Hey, Cathy.
Yeah.
Do you think that YouTube, I just wondered if that would be a good thing to put underneath your name, over in the name box?
I think it would,
to have
yeah.
it running.
I love that idea, yeah. Let's see. I might not change us today because we resonated to a 963. I might leave it to, I love that. I think that's an excellent idea. Just put it right up in the primary situation.
Right.
And then load it. Thank you. Here we have indignant, stress related to indignant. But this gives us an opportunity to take control of our own thoughts, what we let in, what we don't let in. That old search, remove, clear that Grandmaster teaches. Life force is compromised. Words to ponder. You have 3 choices in any situation. The sooner you choose, the less stress you'll feel. Change, accept, or leave. Angst.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Angst is kind of an old-fashioned term.
It is actually not. Angst is German and means
okay.
Angst, so it is the same as fear.
Oh, thank you. Okay. And here is despair. Despair. Oops. I thought I saw despair. I'm sorry. Stress related to regret. In a sense, still, none of these things are negative because they can serve as part of what wakes a person up. Displeased. Look at this, stimulate visions. And then the resistance factor seems to be digestion, just for the heck of it. Let's look in here. If we want the torso cocktail. Nope. So, just in awareness, and any of you fill us in on the energy yesterday, the 12-12?
Yeah, it was pretty weird, wasn't it?
It seems so.
So
Yeah.
basically what they're saying is we're in charge of the direction it goes for each and every one of us. So where we focus our thoughts and our creative energies is what we'll create. And so it's really kind of, you're your own director, which has always been the case anyway. So it's more of that same kind of bigger enhancement, but it does go through the solstice.
We're in exciting times and could be opening the door to a wonderful age. And so the spiritual attack is interesting. Let's look at withdrawal.
I think we are already through the door. What is happening now is that the entities, the negative entities, are fighting back to survive. I think we are on the winning streak.
I do too.
I trust that we are.
You should believe in it. That makes it stronger.
Faith or fear, you choose.
Yes. Look at our words to ponder. Disappointment should be cremated, not embalmed. Yeah. So we are in a process of much awakening, I believe. Intuitive awareness. Your little yearning there. Ego's feeling a little stranded. Ralph, can you give us a little bit better definition of this Yang Wei Mai, the Yang linking terminology?
Actually, there is a good description of it online, which Grandmaster David referred me to as well. There is a whole book about Yang Wei Mei, and there is is a couple of pages on the website which explain it very well.
Which website?
You just put this in your search bar,
Okay.
and you will get different articles about it. I cannot remember everything because there's too much I have to do, from other standpoints of view, but you definitely can find it online.
Yeah, because I know I looked, years ago and did not, but time has passed, so I definitely will look again. Just put that in case anybody else wants to do some research. So that's where we are. Our focus is physical at this moment in time. Let's just see for the heck of it.
Cathy, would you do me a favor?
Yes.
And add me to your mailing list for what you're sending out?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've got a stress related to physical here comes in at a 77. Let's look at.
You put that in?
Pardon me? Yeah, we're going to put that in the Gong.
Okay.
And let's check the other, though, mental and emotional and spiritual, while we're at it. And by the way, I'll include that code today, but that anoint happiness and dump grief, that's a code. So I'll send that code out, and then you can just pull up the image and make a little cocktail. I don't know why. And then when Kevin and I get together, we'll make sure everything's in there. Okay, so again, it looks like today the top stress, we still haven't done spiritual, but this is our day to do thymus tapping and make sure we get our nutrition and our mental, our thoughts, etc. And let's just check the one last category here. No spirituals. And it looks like that's it for today. So everybody have a real good day. And I guess we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
This concludes the SRC4u Zoom call for December 13th, 2021. Thank you for attending. We look forward to seeing you again. Until then, take care and be well.